the Tobago Policy
The
Forum?
Tobago Policy Forum.
Okay, well, the
Please.
Tobago Policy Forum, what we are a multi-dimensional policy engage. Cut.
Just start over. Just start
No,
over.
you're gonna cut this out and clean it up nice, right?
Duh.
Okay, go ahead. Repeat
What is
it.
the Tobago Policy Forum?
Okay, well, the Tobago Policy Forum is a multi-dimensional policy research firm. Basically, we are a knowledge-driven um, organization, and what we do essentially is collect research, compile data, do systematic analysis of public opinion, and so on to really connect people to the policies that affect their lives, and in doing so, we're going to be able to give people a voice that is able to really articulate pressing issues in the society.
And why are you doing this?
Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Um, the Tobago Policy Forum did not just pop up overnight. It's something that we have systematically built over the course of the last 3 calendar years. It began in 2012 with the Charlotteville Community Cultural Institute, a 3-week program that we ran in Charlotteville with young people just by sitting down and talking to them and hearing their voice, hearing the things that they have to say about the island, about the space, the Tobago space in which they occupy. And out of that, by nature, I'm a researcher. I'm an educator and a researcher. And out of that, one of the things that I recognize almost right away was one, there was a literacy issue challenge on the island. I mean, a literacy issue, and it also goes into a math issue, but I think myself have my own math challenges. But in an effort to respond to those needs, I mean, as an educator, being around young people all the time, you're hearing their voices and you're hearing them being able to make comments on things that are going on, but how do they channel those to the right paths? Sometimes there's a gap there because they really don't know how to engage the system.
Okay. And how do you plan on going about this policy forum? What format is it going to take?
What format it's going to take? Well, it's going to be a very authentic organization because we align our goals and mission with some values that we adhere to, and people who we are going to be bringing into the policy forum are people who that we ensure that aligns with those values. Some of the values that we have is one, T for tolerance, O, objectivity, B for balance, TOBA for authenticity, and G for growth and O for opportunity. And that spells out Tobago. And those are the values that we really want to see people being able to have in the society, being a tolerant society. If we go back to our the founding father of this country, Dr. Eric Williams, he spoke about discipline, tolerance, and production. That's for the whole of Trinidad and Tobago. TO, the O was for objectivity. In policy making, you cannot just come up with ideas off the whim of your head. Your ideas have to be properly researched. Your ideas have to be properly articulated. Your ideas have to go through proper data points and data channels. Your ideas have to be able to stand up to criticism as well. So a lot of times what happens is a lot of subjective policy making is based on my particular opinion, and that's going to work. And what turns out in the end is a lot of poor implementation. B is for balance, and it's about just weighing all the options before you. This is plan A, this is plan B. What's more feasible to do right now, plan A or plan B? I'm on TOBA for authenticity. And I think that's one of the things that really makes our organization different because we are not located in a building. We are located in the mind. We are an organization that really wants to develop human capital. We are one of our focus is education and by extension the overall political culture. So it's very important that the minds of people are developed. So it's the whole idea of there's a civic engagement component to it because I used to be a social studies teacher, and that civic engagement component is coming into it where people are going to be able to critically think, be able to open their eyes, and to really think about the society and to think about the decisions that they're making that other people are making that affects their lives. Sometimes issues like water.
Mhm. And what?
TOBA What letter am I on? G. G is for growth. Okay, we don't want to suppress things. Especially we don't want to suppress ideas. We don't want to suppress creativity. So in an ability to respond to what we see are some of the pressing challenges in Tobago, we are gonna be able to really be an organization that's dynamic and that grows. And in that, we're gonna really be able to spin off into different things, and in one sector is really to push private sector development, because if you look at the present economic situation in Tobago, I'm not an economist, but if you look at situations like the current drop in oil prices, and we're an oil-based economy.